Hello everyone, back tuning into today's first video, doing a 5-day forecast for today's first video. So as always on a Wednesday, we're having a detailed look at the weather for the coming 5 days, and it's going to be turning more unsettled again in the 5 days ahead. Initially the rain primarily in the west and southwest, but as the days go along, so we'll find rain becoming increasingly widespread and pushing northwards and eastwards. So by the weekend, we're going to be back in a relatively unsettled scenario. I'll go on with a 5-day forecast for you in a moment. Just to say that the second video update coming up later on this afternoon will be your regular week 10-day video update, including all of the usual features. And then tonight we're going to have the 8th Christmas update. The websites using for the 5-day forecast are coming from westcentral.de and weatherout.com. So with radar picture at Gaz Weather. So had a little bit of rain up western side today, generally light and showery across as far as southwest of Wales and southwest England. Gets a little bit heavier as we come up towards Northern Ireland and this extreme west-southwestern part of Scotland. There may be a little bit of winteriness with that over the high ground as it bumps into the colder air across the highland regions of Scotland. But generally this is just rain and is out in the west, not particularly heavy except across Northern Ireland, far southwest of Scotland, and also in the far north of Scotland. It's a little bit heavier there, but it is rather broken up. So it's showery in nature, rather patchy. It will get a little bit heavier perhaps in the southwest by this evening. Here's today's hot pressure chart. We've got low pressure out to west and high pressure is away to the north and east. So we're pulling up the wind from a southerly direction. That's trying to introduce some milder air, but it's taking a long time to introduce that milder air actually. It probably won't be till the end of the week that the milder temperatures finally arrive in the northern and eastern part of the country. So for the rest of the afternoon, showery rain continues in west. There might be a little bit of snow or sleet across highland regions of Scotland, in the far southwest of Scotland. But otherwise, actually, we're looking at a fairly dry afternoon for many central, eastern and northern parts of the country, with a mix of sunny spells and variable cloud. Temperatures, despite sunshine in the north and east, quite cold actually, around 5 or 6 degrees. But in the far southwest, it is milder as we're pulling winds up off the Atlantic. Temperatures in Cornwall, for example, could reach 11 or 12 degrees this afternoon. That's into the low 50s Fahrenheit. Overnight tonight, I think we'll see that rain get a little bit heavier, a little bit more widespread in the southwest, affecting parts of southwest England and South Wales. Could be showery bursts again running up the Irish Sea. The many central, northern and eastern parts of the country are mainly dry night once again, with a mix of clear spells and variable cloud. And then later on towards the end of the night, probably some outbreaks of rain beginning to affect more southern areas as well. Parts of the south coast may turn rather damp by the morning. Temperatures in the north and east are going to be perilously close to freezing, so around 2 or 3 degrees. Quite a cold night once again. Will depend how much cloud cover there is. Where it's cloudy, temperatures will hold up above freezing. But if skies clear for any length of time, particularly for eastern Scotland and north east England, widespread frost can be expected. Much milder though in the southwest, with temperatures there holding up at around 7 or 8 degrees. Into tomorrow, Thursday, this area of low pressure is getting ever closer to us, desperately trying to push its weather fronts northwards and eastwards. So rain could be quite heavy in the southwest, actually, through the course of tomorrow. So again, affecting southwest England, south and west Wales, running up the Irish Sea. Could be some showery bursts of rain. And this rain will probably spread gradually northwards and eastwards into other parts of central southern England by the end of Thursday afternoon. But that leaves much of Scotland, northern England, northeastern England anyway, down the east coast, mainly dry, with a mix of sunny spells and variable cloud coming through once again. That's where the coldest temperatures are going to be. Only around 6 or 7 degrees at best. In the southwest, so it will be milder there, temperatures up to around 12, possibly even 13 degrees. That rain pushes northwards across much of England and Wales overnight Thursday into Friday. So Friday starts quite cloudy and damp with showery outbreaks of rain across much of England and Wales. We should see that rain going away as we go through the day. It probably push northwards and eastwards become patchier as it does so. A drier interlude then is likely before somewhat heavy rain begins to return into the southwest of England by the end of Friday afternoon. Generally quite a cloudy and damp day. Temperatures very much of England and Wales reaching around 9, 10, 11 degrees, so it will be milder. Still quite cold, even on Friday though, for Scotland and northeastern parts of England. Temperatures pegged back into mid-single digits. Another pulse of rain pushes northwards across many parts of England and Wales in particular overnight, Friday night into Saturday. So Saturday starts quite wet across England and Wales with more persistent outbreaks of rain in places, but rain will gradually spread northeastwards and start to die out as it does so, leaving us probably with quite a cloudy, damp sort of afternoon, quite dreary across many parts of the country through Saturday afternoon, with still light bits and pieces of rain coming and going. But I think the heavier outbreaks more likely to be overnight Friday and into Saturday morning. Temperatures around 9, 10 degrees, something like that. Not too bad, not too far from average for the 23rd of November. The next area of low pressure is beginning to develop in the Atlantic and starting to head our way as we move into Sunday. However, Sunday could be a rather drier day, maybe more in way of sunny spells coming through as well, but by the end of the day, by the close of the day, I would expect it's turning quite wet and windy again across the Northern Ireland, Wales and southwestern parts of England. But we might just get a brief window of dry weather on Sunday. Temperatures could be pleasantly mild in the sunshine, up to around 11 or 12 degrees perhaps. But by the time we get through to Monday, low pressure is well and truly breaking through from the Atlantic for the end of a 5-day forecast period. So I would suspect we turn wet and windy overnight Sunday night into Monday. Monday starting generally quite wet and windy across many parts of the country. That persistent rain probably clears away to the north and east through the course of the day to be replaced by sunshine and showers. Some of those showers will be quite heavy and possibly even merge into longer spells of rain. Notice the ice bars quite tightly packed across England and Wales, so it'll be quite a windy end of the 5-day forecast period on Monday down in the south. Lighter winds in the north. Temperatures probably not too far from average, somewhere around 7 to 11 degrees perhaps. Finally, just having a look at charts from the weather outlook. So here's the situation today. We've got showery rain in the west, which it doesn't show that well. Otherwise, there's a fair amount of cloud, but rather some sunny spells, especially in northern and eastern areas. Showery rain in the southwest tomorrow. Some of it could be quite heavy. It will gradually start to push northwards and eastwards overnight Thursday into Friday, turning much of England and Wales wet for the start of Friday. That rain will gradually turn more showery in nature for a while, but then it probably turns heavier again, turns wetter again across Wales and southwest England anyway by the end of Friday afternoon. Many places wet on Friday night into Saturday morning, so Saturday starts on a pretty grim note with outbreaks of rain through much of the country. Temperatures finally though will be milder pretty much everywhere. The rain sort of turning to light rain and drizzle and a little bit showery during the course of Saturday afternoon. Sunday, a little window of drier weather, should be a bit drier and brighter on Sunday. And then as we go through into Monday, where we're back to wet and windy weather, pushing northwards and eastwards across the country overnight, Sunday into Monday, followed by sunshine and showers. Temperatures, though, will be quite mild, particularly so in southern parts of the country. So, in summary, where we are in a little window of drier weather, it's been drier for a couple of days, and for north and east areas, we've got a couple more days drier weather to go, but rain is already trying to get in from the west, and it's only a matter of time in this autumn before the rain comes back, and it will be back for pretty much all of us, I think, by the end of the week and into the start of the weekend. And as we go into next week, we're well and truly back under the cosh again, I think, with low pressure, can bring plenty of wet weather in from off the Atlantic, and that is likely to continue, actually, I would have thought, right way through to the end of the month. More about that in today's second video update, which we'll with you later on this afternoon. Right, so that's it. That's the end of the 5-day forecast. We're back later on with a week 10-day video update, and of course got the Christmas update coming up tonight. That's all for now, and thanks for watching.